On the DVD, I talked about impregnating a polisher with wax, which gives you the ability to shape it in any particular way. And here's how I do it on a simple one. I'm just going to try to put a gentle dome on this surface, which works really well. Once it's fully charged with wax, I'll go around with just a knife, a utility knife or a carving knife, and trim the edge a little bit so that it's nicely contoured. And it still isn't a dome the way I like it. So what I'm going to do is just take a float and just very gently work my way around, rotating this at an angle, and I'll hold it up so you can see the kind of angle that I'm shooting at, or shooting for, just a little bit like this. So it'll be just gently rounded and works really well for doing flat surfaces. And you just keep on doing this until you're happy with the result. This is a composite, a solid composite mixture, so you can work it fairly vigorously, but you always want to work from the outside into the center so that you don't fray off the fibers at the edge. If you went and worked it the other way, you'd break the fibers at the edge, which is not considered an optimal approach to this particular step in the process. So with this, just rounding my way around the circumference of this tool until I get to the point where I'm satisfied with it, and you can manipulate this later on as long as you have fibers to work with. You can make whatever you want of them, and you can actually get fairly extreme with some of these. This is one, for example, that's really domed, mostly for turning and polishing the inside of a bowl while it's turning on the lathe. This one is completely square at the corners, so I can get into the corners of areas. But you could even take a piece of molding that you were trying to polish and carve one of these so that its negative is the same as the positive of the molding. And with that, you could have a precisely fit polisher that's fully charged with wax, and you could work this whole process fairly effortlessly, first with a stick and then with a polisher like this, and you could bring that surface up to a really high shine.